Hi, I'm Esther. I'm the Queen of Persia, but I didn't come from royalty. I'm a Jew, and for a while I lacked faith in God. But although my faith was as small as a mustard seed, I managed to do great things. Let me tell you my story. My mum and dad died when I was young, so my cousin, Mordecai, who was a lot older than me, adopted me and brought me up. We were living as Jewish exiles in Persia. I was happy. But one day I was chosen to be brought before the king. He was choosing a new queen. Before I could meet him, I had to go through a whole year of beauty treatments. Finally, the day came for me to meet Xerxes, and incredibly, he found me beautiful and loved my company so much he made me his queen. I had lots of attendants and was treated, well, like a queen. My adoptive father, Mordecai, would still keep an eye on me though. He sat by the king's gate every day. In fact, he heard a lot of gossip and uncovered a plot to kill my husband. The king was very grateful to us both for saving his life. Then, one day, I looked out the window. I was shocked to see Mordecai sitting by the gate in the sackcloth and ashes. I sent a message to him to find out why. He told me there was a plot by my husband's most favoured advisor, Haman. He said Haman had managed to persuade the king, my husband, to sign in an order to destroy all those who were different, who didn't allow the Persian customs. He meant kill the Jews. And of course, as a Jew, it would affect me. But neither the king or Haman knew I was a Jew, as I'd kept this a secret when I became queen. I was scared, but things were only going to get worse. Mordecai said I must go before the king to help all the Jews. Now I was terrified. No one was allowed to go into the king's presence unless invited, not even me, his wife, who he loved dearly. If you went uninvited, you would be killed unless the king favoured you and offered you his sceptre. I didn't want to go, but my father told me I was a dead woman anyways, as I was a Jew, so I had nothing to lose. I still didn't know if I could do this. My faith in God was not strong. I thought I was going to die. So I asked my father and his Jewish friends to fast for 3 days and 3 nights in order to prepare. I did the same, as well as making myself beautiful before the king's presence. I needed to look my very best to find favour with him. So I went uninvited to the king, and to my delight, his face lit up at the sight of me, and he stretched out his sceptre. I was safe, for now. I invited him and Haman to a banquet, and of course they accepted. At the feast, I confessed at last to being a Jew and begged for my life. I told him about the evil man who plotted to wipe out all the Jews. I told him the evil man was Haman, and he was furious and took Haman away to be killed. I told the king about Mordecai, the man who saved his life, that he was my adopted father. And so my husband gave my father Haman's job. He became the second most powerful man in the country. The bad news was that the king couldn't, by law, change the decree to wipe out the Jews. So instead, he told them of the date of the attack and allowed them to fight back. In this way, the Jews, my people, were saved, as they defeated their enemies. I'd done it! With God's help, my small faith had done an enormous thing and saved the Jews from death. After victory, the king made me a wealthy woman, and we were allowed a day of celebration, of feasting and joy and giving presents. Even today I'm celebrated for my bravery during the Jewish festival of Purim, where people remember God's provision.